Welcome back. In the previous part, a little bit of investigation went on, but we hadn't finished wandering around speaking to the people here, so let's get in here and speak to these guys. But still, I feel like I'm going insane without Trino being here in Bose. We've been fighting since we were kids, so it's weird not having him around. Even though he's a business rival, we seem to have this strange sense of solidarity. I'm actually pretty proud of the fact that the two of us built up trade like we have in Bose. Although I'm sure if he heard this, he'd laugh off the notion. Okay, so that's the same. I really hope the city will settle down soon. The stock market's cooling down, and at this rate I'm going to show a big deficit this month on my financial report. And just when I had beaten out the trios last month too. Oh my. I wonder when I should tell my parents about wanting to enter the Royal Academy. Unfortunately, right now doesn't seem to be a good time. But if I can't tell my parents to cover my tuition, I can't pay. This really puts me in a bind. Just tell me how much you need, mate. I'll let you have it. May as well. May as well, might I? Right, so we need to head to the lake, but first I just want to check on a few places around. Like, there was mention of the hotel, wasn't there? Someone's staying here. And that's the maid. And mention of the pub. So I just want to make sure, like, if people have moved and stuff. Okay, so I think we're okay to wander off then. Just check the Bracer Guild again. Yes, well, nothing to report. It's fine. Yeah. It's just double checking. Still, that one's like the stolen ring. It's just like, where could it be? I was burglarized the other day and my jewel ring was found to be among the missing items, so it's going to be in the Sky Bandits HQ. So it's like, I've got to find it, essentially. So let's head off to that village, because that's something I missed doing. Because I feel like when we investigate this place, we're probably going to head off to another story point, aren't we? That's what's going to happen. Easily. I can sense it, I can feel it. Whoa, that was close. Alright, so we've got the trail. Trail in the... I mean, I ran into that one. Night, kitty cats. It's weird hearing Troy Baker. It's just like... I honestly think, like... Troy Baker's the wrong choice for him, I'd say. Like, knowing what we know now and everything like that in terms of, like, the voice acting stuff. Olivier, like, Troy Baker doesn't feel right. I mean, he'll do a fantastic job, it's Troy Baker, you know. Like, I've been a big fan of Troy Baker way back. Way back. But it's still very much like... No, it's just so, like... It's missing something. I mean, I suppose you didn't get much time to work with the character today. Since we all live in the same village, we should try and get along. Fair enough. Louis! Oh, hi, Estelle. Hi, Louis. I was shocked to see the army haul you guys off after you went up to the abandoned mine. Especially after you didn't do anything wrong, either. Are you guys okay? Those soldiers do anything bad to you? I'm sorry if we had you worried there. But we're okay. As you can see, we're alive and kicking. I'm glad you guys are alright. So what I saw was actually an airship then, right? Thank you for proving that I wasn't just telling a tall tale. Sure. But I'm sure the Royal Army would have proved your story sooner or later, so I've got mixed feelings about the whole ordeal. Considering that we were mistaken for Sky Bandits and then arrested. Well, even if you didn't go out in style, at least you kept your promise. And isn't that enough? There was a big war in this area a long time ago. And a lot of people from the village here died. Wish we could just get along with the Empire. Yes, indeed, Louis. Because I hate it when people are sad. Yeah. Again, we know what's coming. Even adults have their own kind of problems. It must be tough being grown up sometimes. See, this is the thing, like with my theories in regard to Joshua that I mentioned in the previous part, the split personality thing that was mentioned. And the whole sensing people, it's like... how does this equate to Hamel? Because we know his backstory is connected to that due to Cold Steel 3. Again, I warned you in the past. I'd be spoiling stuff from Cold Steel 3 that I know. It's like there's other things I've not mentioned in regards to a certain character at the back here. I'm trying to be very, very careful with that, let's put it like that. But with Joshua here, it's like I know some details that he's from Hamel. It's like, we've seen what else has happened with other characters from Hamel, and it's like, so we know he's Erebonian. So is he affected by the curse somewhat? Possibly. So it's just that sort of case like, how does that work out? Stuff like that. Keep an eye on him, basically. This village is pretty peaceful except for the occasional argument between Grey and Pesca. It's the same as it was right up until the Imperial Army invaded this place 10 years ago. This is why we can't help but think that maybe someday our peace will be shattered again. Maybe it will. Maybe it will. Oh dear. Lemon will come and help me to do the cleaning in the morning. And I'll come to help Lemon in the bar when it gets crowded during the evenings. Okay, fair enough. There's no one ever in there. So far, anyway. If I remember right, there's a village meeting going on today. Oh! The village elder came by this morning. He seemed to have a lot on his mind. I hope that he doesn't worry too much because it'll start eroding his health. Got proper hiccups going on right now. I'm trying to suppress them as best I can. Get the chicken. Maybe I suggest my own ideas at the village meeting this time. I know things always turn into a big argument with Grey, but I think we need to sit down and talk with cool heads for once. Give me an egg. Give me an egg. Yeah. I'm always on my husband's side. It's because we can trust in each other like this that we can live like this as a couple. I'm always on my husband's side. A unit, a pair, working together. Lovely. I sure hope that Pesca and Grey can come to an understanding at the next village meeting. I think if those two could learn to cooperate, the village orchards would become more prosperous. So I'm just strangely reminded of a place in Crossbell, the honey place. I wonder if this has an effect similar, where it's like, if it's mentioned later in like the fruit from here, that sort of thing. Entire village oversees all the orchards in Revenue Village. Originally everyone operated on their own, but since the orchard farmers were short-handed, the village decided to manage the cultivation of orchards together with everyone. That's cool. It might be a good time for him to sit down and speak with the other villagers. Then again, he's always been a stubborn one, ever since his younger years. I hope there's someone who can be a good mediator between them all. I'm assuming this... What was that? Might be a good time for him to sit down. Yep. Just wondering if, like, we're gonna be that, like the bracers are gonna be hired to take part in this. I'm going to have to keep my eyes on these young upstarts and their ways of cultivating fruit. Oh, alright then. I'll see a problem with that. It's like, as long as it's working, right? Anything going on up here? Still them. This village may seem peaceful at first glance, but we're actually dealing with a number of problems. And I guess the only thing we can do is deal with them one at a time. I know it's painful, but you shouldn't forget about what happened here 10 years ago. Oh, it's gonna be a plot point going forward, trust me. Not to prevent such a tragedy from ever happening again. We need to tell our own children about the events of the war. Yeah, it's gonna be a big plot point for several things going forward. It really is. Intrigues me, that does. Right, so I think we're generally done with NPCs around the place, aren't we? So let's head off over to the lake. That's best, isn't it? That's where we want to go, so... Yeah, I had second thoughts, and then it's like, nope, that still doesn't work. I may as well kill it a little bit.
We're good to go!
Just a little bit. You know, not kill it fully, just a little bit. Because that's a thing. Straight into the enemy. Yep, 3 of them, so we'll run away. If it's one enemy, it's like, that's basically what I'm doing at this point. If I accidentally run into one, it's like I may as well get some extra little stuff. Take advantage of me running into an enemy. Get down here. Okay, I don't feel the need to go checking on the tower because in that one I tried to avoid it in my head, but I just didn't. Weird. Apparently, this is the very gun, by the way, that Oliver's got here. This was mentioned down in the comments. This is the very gun that Toa has later on, which is like, oh, how lovely. How lovely. Let's go with Ariel. And let's go with your diamond dust. So I'm trying to remember how to use the controls there. There we go. Alright then. Ow. Don't even know what that was. Hold on a minute here. Hold on a minute, let's run. So I want to hold on to his obvious S-craft there, but I want to make sure he doesn't die. How many times did I press circle then? Or back. Like back. You heard it. Okay, we seem okay. The Valleria Shore. So this is the north shore of Valleria Lake, huh? Certainly seems peaceful and quiet around here. The inn doesn't look too shabby either. I stayed here once before when I was in the area on another job. The wine's great, the rooms are nice. Pretty much what you'd expect from a place like this. Too bad this isn't a pleasure trip. You mean it's not? I, at least, intend to toss my cares to the wind for a while. Taking cat naps in a rocking boat by day and filling my belly with food and wine by night. Heaven. This is what a vacation is all about. Triple top. Oh dear. Oh dear. Come on, everyone, I was just joking. You can enjoy a vacation any time, but now is the only time we can enjoy taking care of some would-be thieves. Even I, Olivier Lenheim, know enough to get my priorities straight. I don't think this has anything to do with enjoyment or not. Well, whatever. As long as he does his share of the work, he's here to do. Okay. Let's see if we can find the old man staying here that loves fishing. The guest who said he saw some suspicious individuals here 2 nights ago, right? 2 nights ago. That's the bit that got me there. Like, 2. I don't remember of 2 before now, so it's just that sort of like, okay, that's added into my head of like 2 nights ago. What was 2 nights ago from our perspective? I'm trying to recall. Hello? Man with pole. Could I ask you something? Wow, he's not responding at all. He must be really into his fishing. So this is what a fishing maniac looks like, huh? They seem like a unique breed. Not as unique as you are, that's for sure. Man seems to be concentrating on his fishing. Suspicious. Who would concentrate on fishing? Bizarre. Got around then. My mother and I come here every year on vacation around this time. It's a tradition in our family. My mother seems to look forward to it every time. Kind of feel bad for my father, though, as he always gets left behind. It's tradition. The Kingfisher Inn in Bose and the Maple Leaf Inn in Zeiss are my favorite places to stay. Oh, I thought you were going to go beyond that, okay. Welcome to the Kingfisher Inn. Please let me know if you would like to stay. Welcome to the... Yeah, you said that. Welcome to the Kingfisher Inn. Are you here to stay? Let's see. Yes and no? How should I put it? We're here looking for a certain someone. Is there a guest staying here who loves to fish? All of them. Well, pretty much everybody who stays here loves to fish. We heard he was a friend of the old man who stayed here yesterday. Do you have a clue who that might be? Oh, you're talking about old man Kawano. Kawano? If you're talking about his fishing buddy, then I think you must mean Lloyd. No, surely not. Lloyd? Heard he's a professional angler. Came all the way here from the royal city. Seems as though he's a member of the Fisherman's Guild here. Or there. Sounds like a pretty amazing guy. Who, Lloyd? Maybe. So you're saying he's that old man fishing out back? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's the one you're talking about. Might be able to get his attention if you call his name out really loud. Looking for Lloyd, he's out dropping a line somewhere, of course. Am I right? He should be out on the back pier. Okay, cool. So that was... Oh, that's the first person I went to here. I thought he was going to be in his room or something. Fishing rods. Just double checking. Could be some more clues and stuff. You never know. There we go. Let's go speak to Lloyd then. Excuse me. Are you the man named Lloyd, who's from the Royal City? No, he's really focused. He's tuned everything out of his mind but fishing. Looks like this is where my skills come into play. What are you? Just sit back and enjoy. Olivier leaned over and with a smile that left all kinds of things up to interpretation, blew into the man's ear. Really? Oh my goodness. What in the... Who are you kids? Where did you come from? That was a dirty trick to play on him, Olivier. Yeah, that was pretty low. How do you do this evening, good sir? We tried calling out to you a moment ago, but we could see that, like a true professional, your attention was fixed upon your task. You're Lloyd, aren't you? Yes, that's right. But how did you know my name? We heard from a certain old man about you. Do you have some time you could spare to speak with us? No. I see. So you heard from Mr. Kawano, did you? Yeah, I saw that strange pair about 2 nights ago. I knew it. 2 nights ago, though. That's the bit that's got me, like 2 nights ago. What were we doing 2 nights ago? I don't remember. Could we get you to fill us in a little more on the details? Before that, are you all braces or something? Is this somehow related to some sort of crime? I can't say for sure, but there does appear to be a possibility. Gotcha. In that case, I'll do what I can to help you out. It was the other night when I was out fishing on my boat. I was returning to the inn, dead tired after a day of battling it out with this lake's guardian. It had gotten late into the night, and it was about time when everyone at the inn was asleep in their beds. Now hold on a minute. What do you mean by this lake's guardian? Big fish? I'm glad you asked. The guardian is a giant salmon that swims the murky depths of Valleria Lake. It has been the feared king of the waters among fishing lovers for over a decade. Crap, I shouldn't have asked. Looks like you've thrown a log onto the maniac's fire. Is it really that huge of a fish like you say? You bet your last mirror it is. And I've been chasing that darn thing for the last 5 years of my life. It comes and goes in different parts of Valleria Lake and changes its feeding spots on a whim. I heard from a buddy of mine that it had appeared in these parts, so I came a-running from the royal city. Huh. Well, that's what I call passion. I can completely understand where you're coming from. Whenever I find something I like, I stop at nothing until I get a hold of it. For example, a bottle of Grand Chardonnay and such. In your case, steel is more accurate. How about we get back to our story? So, Lloyd, what happened when you came back from fishing that night? Oh, right. I'd returned the boat and was on my way to the inn when I saw an odd couple head out onto the road from the grounds behind the building. Onto the road in the middle of the night. Yep, no doubt about it. They headed out on the New Ansel path. At first, I thought they were a group of people visiting from the city, heading back home. But it was way too late for someone like that. And when I asked at the inn the next day, nobody knew a thing about it. Thought maybe I'd seen a couple of ghosts or something then. Ghosts? There are ghosts that come out here? Just so you know, the two I saw were a young couple. They might have been two lost souls who committed a double suicide after not being accepted by those around them. Oh, don't tell me anymore. Oh, brother. A person that's afraid of ghosts, the girl is doomed. Not to mention her habit of always wanting to hear more ghost stories and other bizarre stuff. Now, isn't you being scared attractive in its own right, Estelle? Not sexy, but cute nonetheless. Like a little kitten shivering in the cold. You better watch out because this little kitten bites. Well, I was just kidding about the ghost part. But the couple did, in fact, seem to be one with a purpose and reason. I say this because the girl was wearing some rather odd clothing. What do you mean by that? I saw her from behind, so I couldn't say for sure. It looked to me like she was wearing some kind of school uniform. I mean, I suspected it was going to be Josette. A school uniform? It couldn't be. Could be. It wasn't one from the Genus Royal Academy, was it? Wow, you really know your stuff, kid. You betcha my niece goes there as well, and it looked exactly the same as the one she was. Yep, one she was. I see. This whole event just got a lot more interesting. It's her. I know it's that lying tomboy for sure. We're finally on her trail. What? So she's an acquaintance of yours? Then while you're at it, tell the two of them not to fret and rush into anything they'll regret later on. If my mind isn't failing me, could have sworn they said something about coming again tonight. Yeah, they were casing the joint. Is that true? Yep, we'll meet back here in 2 days, is what the young man said. His tone seemed rather serious, so I couldn't help but think of it. Well, that's understandable. We appreciate the valuable information. Just leave the rest up to us. We won't let them get into any more trouble than they already are. Oh, I see. That's a relief to hear. Feel like a weight's been lifted off of my shoulders now. Now that that's off my chest, I feel like taking a boat out and fishing again. Oh, there's no time to lose. I'll leave you younglings, to your work. What about the younglings? Man, I don't even measure up when it comes to that fishing nut. You mentioned something about a fisherman's guild too. What a kind of group that is. So how is this couple involved with the missing airliner incident exactly? If you don't mind telling me, that is. Well, in a nutshell, Shadow explained that they encountered Josette and Roland. I see. Seems to be the person in question, all right. Which means that tonight is the night, huh? Yeah. Looks like we should probably get a room just in case. Going to be in for a late night tonight. Alright, let's go and ask the receptionist about a room. Doobidibly. I wonder where he went. Is he actually at a boat? I can't see him down there. Just wondering like if he's actually gone to look at procuring a boat. Might be inside around here somewhere. No? I just want to see if he's appeared somewhere, because I don't know. Maybe planning stuff. Lloyd? Maybe he's wandered off to Crossbell or something. Who knows, who knows. Can you imagine that? Someone named Lloyd in Crossbell? Have they actually mentioned Crossbell in this game? That's a thought. Have they actually mentioned it yet? There's several places that I know of, obviously, that like they've alluded to. Like Northumbria, but I don't think they've named these places yet. Like, not even in a book or anything like that. It's like, huh. Intriguing. Will you be staying here with us tonight? Yeah, that's the plan. Hold on, Estelle. If there's anything that we haven't taken care of, we'd better do it now. I don't want to head back to Bose after we've gotten a room. I guess you're right. Let's get a room. Alright then. Please come with me. I'll show you to your room. That's lovely. This is where you'll be staying. I will leave you here, so please relax until dinner is served. This is quite a nice room. It has a certain atmosphere that you just don't find back in the city. Yeah, it's great, huh? Wasn't that expensive either. What to do now? How about we relax until it gets dark? What a nice idea. I'd be more than happy to just do that. Is it really okay to take it easy? Rest when you can. That's part of a bracer's job too. This is our free time, so let's enjoy a meal, take a stroll, or something else. Goodbye. Wow, what a picturesque view. The entire lake looks like it's glowing. Too bad we can't see the royal city on the opposite shore because of the haze. But from here, it's easy to tell that this is the biggest lake in the kingdom. This lake is like a fish's dream come true. It'd be a blast to throw a line in those waters. And how about it? Might be a nice change of pace for you. It's a nice change of pace. Yeah, maybe I will. What are you going to do, Joshua? Me? Let's see. There's a book I've been meaning to read. So maybe I'll just sit in that chair and relax. How old are you again? Only geezers talk about sitting back and relaxing. Young boys are supposed to get out and move their bodies. I'll leave that part to you. Sometimes you can be such a drag. Oh well, I should hurry up and decide on a fishing spot. Somewhere around that pier. Looks like it might be a lucky spot for bites. Oh, intriguing. Right, so just to be sure, because you know some scenes will be incoming. I want to be very, very wary. I'm going to end this part here. In the next part, we'll go around, we'll speak to Joshua, speak to other people around. That'll be the general idea. So we'll see you in the next part. Ta-ta for now.